Hello again and welcome to the Dusseldorf Boat Show. Now, some boats have reputations for certain things. A lot of boats tend to concentrate on socialising in sunshine, but some boats are known for their rugged performance, their seakeeping ability, and basically getting you through anything. And what I'm about to show you is behind me now and is one of those boats. This is the Elling E4. So before we hop aboard, let's just quickly have a walk down the side of the boat. Now this boat is built out of traditional polyester GRP, but it is also reinforced with Kevlar, which is obviously what they make bulletproof vests out of. So if you do be unfortunate enough to hit something, it really will take it and will not leak. Now this boat is very well specified, and if we just look down here, you can see we have these DMS Magnus Master stabilizers, and those are something a bit different to a gyro or fins in that that tube rotates out here 90 degrees and then spins at high speed, and through an amazing effect actually stabilizes the boat. Now if I just hop down here, I'm going to take you down here because these boats are made for reliability and safety, and we have one single main engine, and this is a Volvo 480 horsepower. They will fit a Cummins as well, but if you look over there you have a spare wing engine, so get you home. So if you have any problems with that main engine, you've got that as a backup. Up there you can see stern thruster, but let's just hop up here onto this bathing platform. And it's quite a striking colour that this one's finished in, but a lovely bathing platform here. As I say, this one's very well spec'd, so you can see we've got reversing cameras, we've got this passerelle that extends out from here. But let's just come up into the cockpit. Now here we've got a lovely size cockpit, very sheltered, very strong railings, come up to nearly my waist, and plenty of storage. So you've got storage under that seat there, and we've got some very clever features. So this seat here is in form of a seat now, but if we look at it on this side, so we fold this up, we pop those legs in, and it's a fender holder. But when you are moored up in port, you simply take the fenders out and use them, obviously, and then it turns into a seat. So really ingenious features. We've got a little bit of shelter there with that part bimini. But let's take a walk down the decks. Now what you notice very quickly is there's no step. It's all one level and very solid, chunky rails. You'll see here this bit actually slides away, so you've got a gate if you are moored side 2. If we look up here, got a beautiful opening hardtop, and we'll see that from inside in a minute. But it really is superb. This boat has flexi-teak, so ease of maintenance. And then as we come up onto the bow, the lid here flips up, and as you see there's some cushions to go on there, and you've got a really nice seat. And the guy on the stand was saying that a lot of people steer it by autopilot remote control and just sit up here and watch the miles drift by. But up here we've got some lovely chunky mooring gear, beautiful steelwork, massive searchlight on the front there, and very chunky cleating. Let's just wander back. Just quickly want to look at these windows because these are actually double glazed, and look at the thickness of them here. So quite incredible. So as we walk down this side, this locker here is for fenders and lines, but it's just a very, very well thought out boat. Right, let's just come into the saloon. And quickly we'll have a quick pan around before we start looking at everything. we've got those steps down. But what I must tell you to start with, this floor has underfloor heating. So this is going to be very cosy in the winter, and in the summer we have this huge electrically powered hardtop which actually has inflatable seals. So the seals here, when it's closed, expand and seal it right up so there's no drafts or leaks. But let's have a look at the helm first. So very seaman-like helm. And here we've got all our controls, we've got our screens for navigation, obviously we've got our system screens here which just control everything. We've got our ray marine, we've got our stabiliser over there, and then a very, as I say, seaman-like straight up wheel there. Over here we have the engine control for our main engine, that's just a remote for those screens over there. But down here we've got the throttle control for that spare wing engine. So everything's here for redundancy and safety. Got a very nice seating area, dining table there, and just great views. If you're sitting out here, you've got views right out along there. But they are superbly built, these boats. And if you haven't seen it, they actually test these boats by rolling them over, and in fact the CEO sat in one of these boats while it was flipped over just to prove its capability. So we come down to the main area, the saloon area, the living area here, which feels a bit like a sailing boat, and a lot of the buyers of these boats come from sailing boats. But we have a very large dining area here, very comfy with leather seats, really nicely finished. Got timber, beautiful finishings, wall linings, lots of wood, and then over there a pop-up TV. And if I just then go forward, we'll have a look in the forward cabin. Now most of the buyers from these boats, as I say, tend to be sailors, ex-sailors, who want to turn to motorboats, but really want to use their motorboats and go places. So if I just open up this cupboard here, a lovely big hanging space there. We've got lots of cupboards along both sides, and a very cosy cabin. And up there we've got a hatch which goes up onto that foredeck. Just going to pause there. If I come out and go into the heads, now these are, I guess, for that forward cabin, but also kind of day heads, but really nicely finished. Look at that work surface. Really beautifully finished. Literally down here. And here we've got a shower cubicle, which there's plenty of head height, because I don't know whether you can see, but that shower tray is actually at a slightly lower level, which gives loads of headroom. But beautifully, beautifully done. Right, I'm going to take you down to the galley now, because the galley is very, very usable. So let's just walk past it. So we've got a wonderful 1.5 bowl sink there. If I open here, we have a fridge, and then up there, freezer. Above that we have a microwave. Now the owner of this boat didn't specify an oven, so normally there would be an oven built in here, but he didn't want one. But there is a dishwasher in there, plenty of workspace here, more cupboards up here. Now I have got to show you this. If I just lift this floor up, there we've got our own little wine cellar. So let's just wander into the main cabin, the owner's cabin, and just look at this. It really is fabulous. Lots of wood, lots of storage just everywhere. You can see it all around the place. You've got ports there, you've got one on the stern there, you've got two over the bed, you have storage and a little shelf there, and then at the end of your bed you've got a nice TV, and then open this, you have your ensuite heads there. So great loo, really nicely finished sink, got a mirror up there, and again a great size walk-in shower. Very, very impressive. Now this feels like a very large cabin, to be honest. Now, an interesting cabin in here, dare I say cabin, this one's actually laid out as an office. So you have the option with this cabin to have it as a single berth, which would replace that desk. But the owner of this boat has decided to go for a desk and make it a little office so he can work from the boat. And you can see a printer up there. So very useful in this day and age when you can work from anywhere in the world. Well, there we have it, the Elling E4. It's an iconic boat and certainly one that's got an amazing reputation. Price, you are going to want to know the price, obviously. The price of this boat, including VAT and all these options you see here, is 1.3 million. So that's probably around about 1 million ex VAT. It's not a small amount of money, but it's certainly a huge boat for that amount of money. I hope you've enjoyed that. If you have, please don't forget to subscribe. Subscribing makes a huge difference to us, so please go and hit that button under here. And also don't forget to hit that alarm button so that we can let you know when we launch any new videos. So thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.